Hi, I'm Dr. Angela Zallen. I'm a pediatric hospitalist with PeaceHealth. I'm also a child passenger safety technician, and I'm here on behalf of Safe Kids West Oregon, sponsored by Northwest Community Credit Union, to show you some car seat tips. I'm mostly just going to show you how to install a rear-facing only or infant car seat today. So the rear-facing only seats have a base that needs to be fastened either with the seat belt or the lower anchors or the latch system. If your car is older than 2001, it will have lower anchors, and you can find them underneath, in between these seats. Typically, they only are on the outboard seats, so this one and the one over there, not in the middle. And most of the time, you can't borrow from these seats to put a seat in the middle. So if you wanted to have your infant in the middle seat, you need to use the seat belt in most cases. This is a Britax, but many bases are different. In this case, I'm going to put the seat belt through this belt path, and then make sure the seatbelt is latched. In this seat specifically, it has something called a lock off, which is this red thing, which means you don't have to lock the seatbelt, but you push down on the seat, get it as tight as possible, and then put it through the lock off. And then if you're checking to see if it's tight enough, you want to make sure that at the level of the belt path, you can't move it more than 1 inch side to side. So this is tight enough. In seats that don't have the lock off, instead of this, you would actually lock the seat belt, so pull it all the way out until you can hear it click, and then it should continue to click. And then you do the same thing, push down, try to get it as tight as possible. But your lock is now up here. So you want the same thing, no more than 1 inch of movement from side to side. The other thing to think about when you're installing a base in a car is what we call the recline angle. Most car seats will have an indicator to tell you whether you're at the correct recline angle. In my case, there's a little toggle here that go between 2 arrows that tell me this is correct. Some of them will have almost like a level with the bubble. Some of them just have a line on the bottom of the base that you need to make sure is parallel to the ground to make sure that it's at the correct recline angle. There are a couple of ways to make sure you get the right recline angle. In this case, this car seat has something called a foot, which can be brought up or down depending on the angle of your seat. If you can't get the correct recline angle with your foot, or if the base is just not fitting in your car, I would recommend getting a car seat technician to take a look. And now I would just want to show you how to put an infant in the seat. This is my 6-week-old Riley. So we're going to put you in there, Soupy. Oh, hang on. Oh, really? So to strap her in, these need to go over her shoulders. The shoulder straps in a rear-facing baby should be at or below the level of the shoulders. And then we'll snap her in here. The chest clip should be right at the level of the nipple line or the armpits. It should not be up near the neck, and it should not be over the belly. When you're trying to see if this is tight enough, try to pinch the harness webbing at the shoulders and at the hips. If you can get a lot of the webbing in your fingers, then it's too loose and we need to tighten it more. If you can't, if your fingers just slip over it, then that's tight enough. And now we're ready to snap her in. So we're just going to put her right on the base until we hear the click, and we're done.